Hundreds of protesters from across the U.S. gathered on the Capitol Hill on Friday, chanting "Money out, people in," among other slogans, as part of a week-long protest in Washington, D.C. against big money in politics. Dozens of protesters were taken into police custody for refusing to leave the steps of the Capitol building, bringing the total number of arrests made this week to about 800.
429 people got arrested on Monday at the Capitol, and that broke a record. That was the most people that have been arrested at the Capitol, and it barely made national news. So this sign, it's not that the Capitol building is for sale, it's that the people inside it are for sale. Pretty much the people who can afford to donate large sums of money to our representatives are the people that our representatives listen to. They're the people who decide which laws are made and how this country is run, as opposed to the rest of us who are supposed to be represented but don't have $1 million to donate to our candidates.
I'm here to support this mission, to let folks know here in D.C., in the United States and around the world, that the United States is not perfect. There's a lot of corruption in our government. There's a lot of connections between corporations and politicians, and essentially these lobbyists are writing our bills, they're writing our legislation, they're taking away from the people. We're looking at the middle class slowly but surely declining, and all of that money going to the top 1/10% of our country, and it's disenfranchising, the middle class and folks that are living in poverty.
As president, I was very concerned about the ability of corporations, which live forever, to dominate our political system. And so I have come back to join my fellow citizens here in Democracy Spring to bring attention to the issue of the corrupting influence of money in politics. We believe that by having thousands of civil disobedience arrests on the Capitol steps, that we will force our big media to cover us, talk about the issues, and give our representatives and senators the opportunity to change the system and rebuild the democracy that we all want.
Friday's demonstration came as the Democracy Spring movement is gaining strength after a march from Philadelphia and 4-day peaceful protests in the capital city. Many of the protesters said the issue, though long-standing, began to gain more public awareness as Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders denounced the corrupt campaign finance system in the country. During the current campaign cycle, Sanders said billions of dollars from wealthiest people in this country are already flooding the political process.